Events like the Bahrain International Air Show wouldn't be as successful if it wasn't for companies like Kallman Worldwide. And to find out more, I've got their CEO and their president, Tom Kallman, here. So it's great to see you here in Bahrain. Isn't it nice to be back?
Great to be back. This is my 10th year, and I notice everyone's celebrating the 10th anniversary. I didn't realize that was for me. I'm joking, it's for the show, but this is my 10th year at the show as well.
So what role do air shows like this one here in Bahrain play in fostering export opportunities?
Well, one of the nice things about this show is that you've got representation from the entire supply chain. You have the OEMs, Lockheed, Boeing, Raytheon, people like that, Northrop Grumman, L3. You've got representative companies, suppliers, parts and pieces, all the entire picture. Anytime you have options on the different platforms, it's good to have experts in the field here present to answer the questions that are critical. And that's what's keeping the Bahraini and the local regional air forces at the leading edge of technology.
Now, I've mentioned that these sorts of events wouldn't be as successful without the likes of you. Tell us a bit about Kallman Worldwide.
Yeah, thank you very much. My dad started the company in 1963, so next year we celebrate our 60th anniversary, and our job is to in the United States and the U.S. market back home is to promote awareness, raise awareness of the Bahrain Air Show and other shows, to recruit companies to participate, to explain how these events are portals to the markets that they serve, and upon arrival to facilitate with all the logistics, coordinate the activities of the U.S. government, the OEMs, the SMEs. It's an orchestra that somebody has to get playing, and every country does it differently. I have been for 33 years had the honor of leading the American charge, so that's my role.
So you're the conductor of this particular area of the air show. So why is it so important then to have meetings face to face back again, finally?
Well, you can do a lot, and we did learn a lot from the digital experience during the pandemic. But as fast as the internet moves, nothing is faster than a group of folks around a table saying, I can do this, can you do that, can we do this, can we collaborate, don't forget this, can I trust you with that? And business happens a lot faster when you're face to face than when you have to go from, in series, if you would, from me to you, to the next, to the next, to the next. We're all here. The leaders of the regional leaders are here, industry leaders are here, and around those tables you get a lot of work done, facilitated fast.
So the impact on COVID was felt in the aviation industry and worldwide, of course, but for yourself as a business that works within aviation and events, how did COVID-19, the pandemic, affect your business?
The pandemic was devastated the face-to-face event business. We were shut down. In my particular case, we had 47 employees going into the pandemic. We dropped down to 25, but what we did for a year and invested nearly $1 million in it is creating a digital platform that allowed international buyers to connect with American, in this case, American aerospace suppliers. And then we realized, the pandemic forced us to do things in a way, to communicate in a way that we would be stupid to forget. Now that we're back face-to-face, the combination of face-to-face and digital, to me, is where the future lies. And listen, a lot of the world is here, but a lot of the world isn't here. So why don't we have a Zoom call right now with my office back in St. Louis? Why don't we talk to the folks over there in Jakarta right now while we're here? So let's blend the digital and the in real life together for the next generation of success.
It's amazing how the word challenge can be spun to opportunity, but it seemed to be that, didn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Those who embrace the digital and are using that right now effectively, I think will ultimately be ahead of the pack.
So let's look slightly to the future then. What upcoming shows have you got in the aerospace sphere that you're currently working on or looking at?
Well, the big play every 2 years is in Le Bourget in Paris, and right now the Americans are on track to have 400 companies in Le Bourget. It is There will be 285 of them in the U.S. Pavilion alone that we'll be responsible for. We have a fun theme that we're, in 2024, the Olympics will return to Paris, and so we have a kind of an Olympic theme going, but that's where the industry will really be assembling strong in June of next year. In between now and then, soon there'll be an announcement of Aero India again. It hasn't surfaced yet. A lot of the U.S. and global market celebrates down in Avalon in Australia. So we'll be assembling down there in February, March of this year. So it never stops. The industry's rebounding, and we're all getting our frequent flyer miles back again.
We're also, amen to that. We're also all looking at what we've done in the past and learning from it, and I'm sure you're the same. So what have you learned from trade shows in the past that you take on to what you're currently doing?
This is probably my 320th air show, Aerospace and Defense show in 33 years. The lessons that you can learn really come down to something very basic. It's that people need to meet people, people need to trust people, build those relationships that ultimately lead to business. And the truth always surfaces about individuals. And so we all try to be honest in our dealings. We try not to overpromise and underdeliver. We try to have realistic expectations. And I know that sounds more philosophical than physical, but we try to bring that to every exchange that we have and try to connect people. I firmly believe that what we're doing, bringing companies together, individuals together, is helping the world become better through commerce. And if I sell you $1 million worth of equipment and you sell it for $1.2 million, you can turn around and feed your family, send your kids to school. This trade show business helps make the world a better place. And if we're doing business with each other, we'll be far less inclined to have to get into disputes with each other. So here's to us. Blessed are the peacemakers.
And we'll finish on there. Thank you very much, Tom. Real pleasure.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. And thank you, Bahrain, for hosting us at such a wonderful event.